Hello ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Trevor Russell here. So why am I talking to you quickly today? This is just a quick value email that I want to give you in relation to how do you actually get an email read and actually have it responded to, especially if it's from a potential new client or a potential new prospect that you want to do business with. I have been working with a lovely gentleman. He's an accountant and we're going to call him Steve. And we just did an exercise where we took a potential client that he has contacted, which he got no response to, and we've given the communication a zhuzh up from a more loving, what I call love and cuddles perspective, to have us actually get a result from the actual communication, which is to take a communication such as email and actually get a response and work it along the sales pathway to actually get this to become a prospect who is a happy paying client. So what's the scenario? What's the context? Well, the context goes like this. If you want to know how to actually get an email read and opened, this is the scenario, because you may have come across this before. We have got Steve the accountant, we'll call him Steve, and he has a current client named John, we'll call him John, and John is introducing Steve the accountant to a friend who is looking at becoming a partner with John, with the intention of Steve becoming his accountant also. So this is the first email that Steve the accountant has sent to David, the person being introduced to. And it goes like this. Hello David, I am John's accountant, and he said to contact you to organize a time to meet and discuss the partnership that you're both setting up. I'm available at these times, which is listed 3 times. Can you let me know which one of these times works best? Thank you, Steve. Now, pretty ho-hum, and also the energy behind this email is really, I'm just being a robot sending out a communication. I've not really let you know how important you are, how much I want and actually need your business, and how much I very much want to have you become a happy paying client to Steve the accountant. But the good news about Steve the accountant, he gets that he needs upskilling in how to utilize and understand modern sales and enrollment skills. So what we've done is we've gone and rewritten the email to give it a more loving, caring, cuddling, metaphorically, feel to it, to show that he actually really cares. And this is the email that we have constructed that actually, when we sent it, David, the person being referred to Steve from John, responded in 3 minutes and said to him, thank you so much, Steve. I did get your first email, whatever, but he didn't do anything. He said, but thank you. This email that you've just sent me explains everything. And I really look forward to meeting you. Let's lock in that time. And I'd also like to talk to you about you doing my other taxes, my personal taxes. So we got a response, and now we're looking at another revenue stream for Steve the accountant because of what we've done here. So would you like to hear how we wow up an email to have a greater potential of having, especially a potential client, respond, which very often they don't, and turn them into a happier paying client, which is the next step. But today we're talking about the video. So here's the new email, and it goes like this. Hello, David. Just touching base and a quick check-in from my email I sent last Friday. And again, thank you, John, for the introduction to yourself, David, because John was introducing David, and we included John in the email. David, it would be a pleasure to meet, and as a next step, because we are both getting busy going into next week, if you can confirm which one of these times works best for you, we can both schedule our week accordingly. In other words, we're on equal footing, we're both getting busy, let's lock in a time. And then he says, just to clarify a few points, upon further review of the heads of agreement you provided me, John, in other words, John provided to Steve the accountant, I see the agenda for our meeting, David, which is to determine if and how I can best support both John and yourself if I'm appointed as your accountant, with the overall objective of 1, to establish the appropriate financial structures and supporting entities for your newly formed partnership. Number 2, it would also be my personal commitment to do my best to advise you both on an ongoing basis for financial management best practice to assist you in maximizing your tax effective positions. And number 3, in addition, it is always an exciting proposition to be part of a newly formed partnership where I can make a valid contribution to you both. And gentlemen, just to keep in mind, time is of the essence, as the new financial year is only 5 weeks away, and we have lots of work to do to make everything. We have lots of work to do to make sure everything is established come July 1st. David, thank you for making the time to review this confirmation of appointment email. If you can let me know today what is going to work best for you to meet next week, it would be appreciated. As a matter of course, if I haven't heard from you by Friday, I will give you a quick call to determine if and when it's best for us to both meet so we can work through these important areas of discussion. Look forward to working with you both. Steve, the accountant. We didn't put the accountant, but from Steve. P.S. This is what I call a little wow gift, which has us give a little bit more value for no other reason than to give value and to be different and raise the bar. As a gift from me to you both, I thought I would also give you this link to a very helpful tool, which is a tool that determines what is important to you both from a business growth, financial structuring, tax minimization, and wealth building perspective. Feel free to complete the survey and I will receive the report, and we can then discuss it when we meet. And I know you will find this very helpful and interesting, I'm sure. Thank you, Steve. So, email 1. Email 2, caring, alive, outlining that Steve the accountant has gone through and thought about what he wants to do, how he wants to help them, and more than anything, what he's doing is he's showing that he has really taken the effort to work and care. And guys, this is what we need to be doing to raise the bar, to actually be awake and actually do the work to communicate in a way that shows that we give a damn, that we want to try, we want the client, we want to help them, we want to work with them, we want to understand where they're at. And yes, it means extra work, it means pushing the boundaries, it means being a peak performer. But what this could be worth to Steve, the accountant, we've estimated anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 per annum in new revenue. So would that be something that you would want to achieve by being smarter and better from how you communicate, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, how to actually write and get an email read and actually have you get contacted and get business from it. Thank you for checking in. Trevor Russell, sales trainer, speaker trainer, business growth expert. I want to make sure you succeed. Ciao for now.